Yo bro, listen, this is just a very quick video for my fellow small content creators because a couple days ago I was actually talking to my dad. He asked me the question, okay, what are your focuses, like what are your main priorities going to be for the upcoming period, right? And I said to him, okay, it's a good answer. I can give it to you very straightforward. And I said 4 things. So the first one is like university. The second one is like the gym. And the third one is like my job. The fourth one is like content creation. So like Instagram, like TikTok, YouTube, most importantly like YouTube. I want to grow my YouTube channel. And then he asked me the question, okay, that's great. I like it very much. But then what about yourself? And I thought to myself in that moment, oh shit, I actually never thought about that question. So I just sat there literally 1 minute just staring in front of me like, okay, I don't really know how to answer this question because I've never really thought about it. What do you mean myself? What are you talking about when we're talking about myself? Like what in a context of what? And he basically said to me that, you know, those 4 things you're focusing on are great, but you also need to make time for yourself to kind of like recharge your batteries. And then when the conversation was over, whatever, I actually thought about it more and actually wanted to write about it. But when I thought about it more, I came to the conclusion that he was actually right. And in this video, I want to basically like show you a little bit. This video is not going to be long, just like a quick little video for you small content creators to maybe think about is that first thing that you have to realize is that the reason why I think my dad was right is because how else are you going to make the content? Like most of my content is basically like, for example, in my room, like in my studio apartment here, and that's it. Like I don't really have any much more like content that I can give. You know, sometimes I do like gym shorts, whatever, like I record myself in the gym, but that's it. You can say I have like 2 places for recording videos. The first one is like in my room and the second one is like in the gym. That's it. But when you actually go out a little bit more, when I'm talking about go out, I have to like be very specific here because when I'm talking about it, I'm not talking about it in a sense of how is it my fucking when I'm talking about like going out, you have to be very specific here. With going out, I'm not talking about like going out and getting drunk and doing like these stupid things or like going out and like doing a bunch of fucking drugs and stuff. I'm not talking about that. When I'm talking about going out, I'm talking about like, for example, going to a library or going to like a coffee place where you can like drink a coffee and maybe you can like record yourself there a little bit and maybe talk to the camera like in like some other area than your room, and you can like get comfortable with talking to a camera when other people are, for example, watching. And maybe like where, for example, if you like recording the video, you finish it a little bit off, maybe some person, I'm just saying, comes to you and he or she wants to know more about the content that you're making. Like you're starting a conversation, you make more connections, you're networking, you get to know that person. Maybe that person can like help you or you can help them. Maybe like you started a relationship with that person. Like so many things can happen. And was basically the point of my dad was to actually do those things, because when you do those things, not only like do you widen your experience of the domain of life, but you also like experience a lot more joy than just like basically staying in your room and like or being in the gym or being at university, whatever. Your focus should be on a higher perspective than just like focusing on the details itself. Because when we're talking about the details, yeah, I can focus all day on like academics and like going to the gym and like my job and the content that I want to make. But at the end of the day, when you like experience yourself to different domains of life, when you go out there, for example, when you go to the library and you show yourself like studying there, you get like good shots there for your new content, whatever, you learn a lot more. Maybe you get like new ideas there. That's basically what I wanted to say. Like the point that I'm trying to make in this entire video is to say that also make time for yourself. Because when you make time for yourself, new ideas come towards you. And I always like use this analogy a lot in my videos as well. As like Einstein, when he like thought about his physics theories, right, about relativity and whatever, he didn't really think about it in like a logical sense that he was like basically formulating the formulas on a whiteboard or on a chalkboard back then. It was like he got the ideas when it was actually outside of his work, when it was like actually going on a walk in nature, whatever. Like new ideas started to emerge in his mind. And I feel like that's, when we look at the biology from it, it's like when neural pathways are like connected, when you do something outside of the work, like for example, when you're like sleeping and stuff, that is when the neural connections are like, you can say made, or like when you do something fun, like other than work, you can say, that is when like new connections are made and like new like pathways, you can say, are like then regulated, and then you could maybe get like new ideas, whatever. You cannot do that if you only focus so much on detail, like focus on the 4 domains of life that you want to focus on. For example, when I'm talking about myself, like university, gym, my job, and of course like the content creation itself. But when you like expose yourself to like good positive things outside of those 4 domains, you will experience even better things. And when you experience those better things, you get like experience, you get credentials, then you can come back to like, for example, YouTube, and you can actually teach what you've learned. That's basically what I feel like this content is about. I feel like this content I make is like very much based on like two things, like I've said in my previous videos as well. It's like the first one is like experience. It's genuinely coming from my personal experience. And the second one is like the research that I've done a little bit about it, like the books that I've read, articles that I've read about it, like the things that I've written about it. And when you combine those two things, you can like come here in front of a camera and just talk about it. But when you like expand your horizon a lot, and when you actually experience different domains of life, you can come back in front of a camera and like teach it to other people. Like you can talk about it to other people. And some people like watch it, some people do not watch it. I don't really care about the results. I just care about like giving my opinion and what I've experienced in my life to the people that are watching it. And whoever watches it, no, it watches it. Like I don't really care. The only thing I care about is like experiencing it, like extracting the lesson out of it, and then coming and teaching it in front of a camera. And you cannot really do that when you're like focused on details so much. You can like be focused. I'm not saying do not be focused on these four things. The thing that I'm saying in a point, like the conclusion of this entire video, is to not only focus on those four things, but focus on as many things as possible. Focus on as many things that you want. Of course, if you want to like master something, it talks about in a book Mastery from Robert Greene, like you need to focus on like maybe a couple of things at once, not too much, because if you extract your attention too much in different things at once, you may not master the thing that you wanted to master. So that's also to like keep in mind a little bit. But when I'm talking about in general things, I'm talking about like, for example, experiencing like going out a little bit, so you can like get more content and get more experience. And when you get more content, when you get more experience, you can come back in front of a camera and just talk about it. You can maybe help somebody's life with that. Just these videos. That's why I like YouTube a lot, because it's based on, well, not a lot when we're talking about shorts, not, but it's more based on like a long form content. It's more based on like a longer attention span. I feel like my videos are people that have like a pretty good attention span. I don't really make videos for like people that have a low attention span. I try to sometimes edit them out and like do something fun with the edits and whatever. But at the end of the day, the reason why I like YouTube a lot, like for example, way more than like TikTok and Instagram, is because it's long form. It's not short form. And because it's long form, I like it a lot. So that's basically what I wanted to say in this video. Hopefully you've learned something about it, is that to not only focus on detail, but sometimes gain a larger perspective of the whole, and to focus on as many domains as possible. Because when you focus on as many domains as possible, you integrate yourself in different fields. And when you integrate yourself in different fields, you get more experience. And when you get more experience, you just get more like knowledge about things. And when you get more knowledge about things, one of the things that you can do is like teach them in front of a camera, like I'm doing right now, so that other people may watch it and can learn something from it. Thanks for listening, my friend. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Please share, subscribe, like the video. That helps a lot, because then it means that I'm actually doing some good stuff. Like leave a comment, whatever you thought about this video. And then I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.